And what is happening, everyone? What's up? And welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm going to be talking about on how to approach a cut/cutting phase, whether you're a bodybuilder or whether you are just a normal person. First of all, let me just talk a little bit about what a cutting phase is. The word cut is lose body fat. So when we say, are you cutting? All we mean is, are you losing body fat? This goes out to everyone, whether you're male, female, whatever your goal may be. If it's to lose 20, 30 pounds or if it's to compete for a show. This is advice that I hope that you can take in and you can use to help you. Just keep in mind that everything I talk about there's not one way to do everything. So there's a couple of ways to do everything. This is just kind of my approach and kind of my trial and error, what has suited me best, what has worked for me, and that is what I'm talking about today. I want to just talk about the kind of tools of the trade, things you are going to definitely 100% need if you're competing for a show, if you want to lose weight, okay? Definitely the most important one. A little guy like this, a little digital food scale, what you're going to use that for is because you're going to be tracking the food you need to put into your bodies. So for example, let's say you are following the meal plan and it has 100 grams of oats. This is what that tool is for. You then put your bowl on the scales, you put your oats in the bowl and you stop when it says 100 grams on the scales. Second, and probably the most beneficial to me when I'm kind of in a cutting phase, is the website or app that you can get on any smartphone now. It's called MyFitnessPal. So what this is okay, let's go back to where we were weighing our food on our scales, okay? So you put the 100 grams in the oats, but then you throw blueberries in and you throw a teaspoon of honey or whatever, okay? So you have this bowl of oats with blueberries and honeys, okay? You keep a food diary, you log down on your food diary what it is you've eaten. So you've eaten your 100 grams of oats, your blueberries and your tablespoon of honey. But now how do you go around actually working out how many calories is in that? Most people won't actually even know where to start. They literally have no idea. Pal app is for it. So super quick, I'm just going to show you here. It's a website either, so if you have access to the internet, you have access to this app, so there's pretty much no excuses. I think everybody has internet access nowadays. Well, I hope so. Otherwise you wouldn't be watching this video, yeah? So if you're watching this video, you have no excuse not to be using the MyFitnessPal app. You can then log 100 grams of oats. You can actually scan the barcode from the exact product you're eating and it will tell you the exact nutritional information in 100 grams of that product. So you can then log that into your food diary, which is built into the MyFitnessPal app, and it will tell you how many calories are in each individual food, but it will also tell you how many calories you have eaten for the whole day. So if you have logged your blueberries, your oats and your honey, it will tell you how many calories you've eaten in all three of them, but you can also click in and find individual calories of each one. It is just so handy to use that app. Literally you log as you eat and you just keep on top of it and it doesn't catch up on you and you know exactly what it is you're putting into your body. It will then tell you how many grams of protein, how many grams of carbs and fats you've eaten in that day, along with some micronutrients there too. So like sodium, potassium, vitamin A, vitamin C, things like that. It will tell you all these things. That is why it is probably one of the most important things. The first two definitely are the most important tools. You will not lose weight without these two. Not saying that it can't be done, it can be done, but these two make it so much easier. It just takes the complete guesswork out of your diet. You can guess how much food you're eating, but the worst thing humans are at doing is overestimating. So literally, we will say, oh, should we only eat half a bar, there's not that much calories in it, or we only ate such and such, and we have no idea what's in it. So just by weighing it, knowing how much you ate, and then logging that into your app, and knowing then how many calories you've ate, is literally just takes guesswork completely out of it, and you know then where you're going wrong and how you're going wrong. And if you decide then, okay, I'm eating too much, you either know then to do more exercise or you know to reduce your calories. Pretty much the third and kind of final kind of tool of the trade, not really important unless you're kind of like live a busy lifestyle and if you're kind of really routine. So it's pretty much just kind of like Tupperware and being prepared. It suits someone who is always on the go, in work kind of early morning, not home till late at night, but always finds themselves snacking in the same kind of garage or the same kind of fast food place or the same cafe. And what you need to do is you need to go out buy some Tupperware and prepare your meals. So you need to have your breakfast, your lunch, your dinner ready. If you're going to be out all day, the last thing shops are worried about is your weight loss goal. So you need to be prepared for that day coming. And me, myself, I don't actually like to prepare my meals because I don't like the idea of what meal is coming next. But if you're kind of a beginner and this is new to you, what you want to do is you want to be stricter on yourself than someone who has a few years experience in dieting, because they will have built up a lot of self-control. If you're a real routine, you can eat the same thing every day and you don't watch what you eat, you need to be strict on yourself. Them three things then brings me on to step one, which is deciding what it is you want to do. Okay, so I'm going to give like a bodybuilding side of things and then a normal person side of things. Okay, so let's just start with the normal people. So step one, what you want to do is you want to decide how much weight it is you want to lose. Okay, so you want to have a start date. Give yourself 100 days and aim for between a 20 to 30 pound weight loss. So have your start date. Make sure you go out and get yourself a journal too. That is another important thing. You need a little diary to track everything in. So set a date, your start date, 100 days, fast forward 100 days, write down your weight loss goal of 20 to 30 pounds. Anything more is silly, unachievable, and is just unhealthy. I would not recommend it. So 20 to 30 pounds. Now what I would do if, okay, I know that is my main goal, 30 pounds, but that's 100 days away. I can't focus on that. I'm not able to do that. So what I do is I break that down into 10 smaller goals. So I will set a goal every 10 days leading up to that 100 day of a 3 pound weight loss. So I know, okay, I have 10 days to lose 3 pounds. Okay, so that's happening now. I'm focusing on that now. So I need to get my ass to the gym. I need to watch my diet for the next 10 days. And I'm going to lose those 3 pounds this 10 days. And 10 days comes, you step on the scales and you've lost 3 pounds. Happy days. I will do that 10 times until 100 days have passed and I've reached my weight loss goal of 30 pounds. Again, if you want to lose 20 pounds, you will then have to lose 2 pounds every 10 days, but I wouldn't go any higher than 30 pounds in 100 days. But that is how you break it up. And then on the bodybuilding side of things, I would recommend just throwing the scales out the window. That's the weighing scales you step on now, not the food scales, because the worst thing you can do is look down and watch your weight drop. It is so scary. You're like, oh my god, a year worth of gains is just gone. I'm after losing 20-30 pounds. But what you want to use is you want to use a mirror and take pictures. Make sure the most important thing that you care about is how good you look. If you're preparing for a photo shoot even, or you want to do a show, you just want to look good. So the mirror is your best friend. Take a picture every 10 days leading up to your 100 days. Have an idea of what you want to look like. Have someone look at them, compare them, see what body parts you need to work on, and do it that way. If you look down at the scales and you see a 20-30 pound weight loss, you're like, holy shit, I need to start eating again. And then you will stray from your goal, and then you actually will just end up not being ready for your show or not being ready for your photo shoot and not looking the best you could, and then not being the best you. So that is kind of my advice for the bodybuilding and then the normal people. Which then step one kind of brings me on to step two, working out how many calories you need to eat to lose weight. Okay, so I always, every single person, right, so let's just, this bodybuilding and normal people, every single person has a total calorie maintenance level. So all that means is we have a level of calories that we need to eat to stay the exact same weight. Okay, but let's take, I'm going to just use two examples. Let's take worker A, who cycles to work but also works on a construction site for 7 to 8 hours a day. Okay, and let's say he burns 2,500 calories in one day. That means he gets to eat 2,500 calories without losing any weight. Now let's take worker B, who drives to work and sits at a desk for 7 to 8 hours, and let's say they burn 2,000 calories in a day. They are at a disadvantage of worker A. So pretty much what I'm saying is the more activity you do, the more active you are, the more calories you will then get to eat. So what you want to be doing is you want to work out your calorie maintenance level. Again, there's 101 different calculators online, and just search calorie maintenance calculator, or if you want, just send me an email and I'll be happy to help you. All you need to do then is log in your details and it will tell you how many calories you need to eat to stay the same weight. Now what I would recommend doing is minusing that by between 500 to 1,000, depending on how heavy you actually are now and how much weight loss of a goal you have. I would never go over 1,000 calories. Okay, but now if it comes out and it says 2,300 and you minus 1,000, you're like, okay, 1,300 is very low calories in a day. Okay, but like I said before, calories is energy, so energy equals calories. So let's say, for argument's sake, you want to lose 2 pounds a week. Okay, you can split it in two. You can reduce your calories by 500, but you can also do 500 calories worth of exercise to make that 1,000 calorie loss. Does that make sense? So pretty much you don't have to do it all from food. You can do half from food, half from exercise. Once you're okay with getting to the gym and doing some work, that's fine. Again, you could do it all from food, or you could do it all from exercise. If you wanted to eat more but you didn't mind waking up at 6 in the morning, doing your cardio, getting back in the gym in the evening and doing some more, well then that's fine by you. But once the total calorie net loss is 1,000 less than what you're eating, well then the goal is going to be the same. So don't think that you need to reduce your food intake by 1,000 calories once your activity level is reducing 1,000 calories. That's all that really matters, is that total calorie, net calorie at the end of the day. Now if you're a bodybuilder and you want to kind of build muscle, now I wouldn't drop below 500 calories. I'd stay between 400 to 500 calories of a deficit every day, because the most important thing for you is looking good and retaining as much muscle as you possibly can. So that is your goal. So anything more than 500, you're going to be eating too much muscle too quick, and all those gains that you put on in the gym are just going to be wasted away. So you then break it down more into your protein, carbs and fats. The way you would split it up is you'd want to have a gram of protein per pound of body weight. That's just normal. That's for everyone, even for normal people. Then you'd want to have between 0.3 grams and 0.4 grams of fat per pound of body weight. I always just go with 0.35 because it's like straight in the middle, and then you want to just make the rest of your calories up from carbs. So at the end of it, your whole kind of calories, your protein, carbs and fats ends up looking like a 40% protein, 40% carbs and then 20% fat. So if you were to break it down in percentages, 40% of your diet comes from protein, 40% comes from carbs and then 20% comes from fats. That is just a healthy kind of balanced diet tailored towards bodybuilding and retaining muscle. Now everyone has different ideas on this. I'm not saying this is the right way, but this is just what's worked for me and this is just my advice. Learn what works best for you, what you get more benefit of, because what works for me might not work for you and will definitely not work for everybody. So you need to play around with these numbers, experiment. You're gonna have to fail a few times. That's just something you have to accept. Something that I had to accept. I've failed so many times, but it's once you kind of find what works, then that's what you know you need to stick to. I always say never change something if it's broken. If you have a plan and you've seen results from it, why change it? Why did 6 weeks in did you decide, okay, this plan is no good anymore? So step 3 just brings me into then the training side of things, and pretty much you do not want to be kidding yourself. Do not have like these crazy training regimes and training plans that you've seen for a bodybuilder online and it's what best works for best. You need a plan that's tailored to your lifestyle. You need one that suits you, because at the end of the day it's you that's training, not the bodybuilder in the gym or not anyone you've seen online. It's you. So you don't need to be doing an 8-hour arm workout you've seen online, and you need to stick to the basics. You need to stick to what you know. And if you don't know much, if you need help with your training programs or your nutrition advice, again, you can hit me up an email. I'll be delighted to help you. You can catch me on Facebook. It's Ryan Donnelly Fitness page on Facebook. You can get me on Instagram. It's just Ryan Donnelly. And then even if you want to follow me on Snapchat for like daily motivation and like daily little recipes, you can follow me on that. It's RyanD01. So pretty much if you need anything at all, you can get me on those 3 kind of platforms. Kind of the video. Let's just take a little look back kind of what we talked about today. Things without those kind of 3 kind of tools, you're setting yourself up for failure straight away. Then number 2 then is you need to decide what it is you want to do. Are you doing a show? Are you normal? Do you want to lose 20 pounds, 30 pounds? How much weight do you want to lose? Blah blah blah. So that's your next thing, setting your goal. And what you need to do then is you need to break that goal into 10 smaller goals. I always like to use 100 days because it perfectly splits it up. 10 smaller goals equal 100 days. So it's kind of like 10 baby steps to that main goal, because something that's 100 days away, you are just focused on right now. You want it right now. So you can't get it right now, and once you realize you can't get it right now, that's the first step to success and achieving something. So when you set them smaller goals, you still have something to chase. I know it's not your 30-pound weight loss, but it's something, and that's what you need. You need something that is measurable. You need to be able to see that you're going somewhere in the right direction. Because if you have 30 pounds to lose and you're just waiting 100 days, within 10 days, within 20 days, literally you're bored and you don't want to do it anymore, and you just end up giving up, and you just go in that circle of life where you just literally want to lose weight, don't lose weight, then you want to lose weight. So that is a massive one. 100 days, break it down into 10 steps. 3 was then getting your calorie, how many calories you need to be getting in, working out, how many protein you need to be getting in, how much carbs you need, and then kind of number 3 was just getting a good training plan and making sure all these things are ready before you start, because if you do not, you will just set yourself up for failure, and you will fail before you even come to the first hurdle. Pretty much that is it for me, everyone. I hope everyone, like bodybuilders / normal people, got a little something for this video. That's kind of it from me now. So everyone, I'm just going to leave this here, and I hope you all enjoyed the video. Please make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel, as it really helps it grow. You have no idea how much I appreciate when you guys subscribe and interact with me, leave comments. Feel free to message me. I am going to leave that here. So until my next video, and until I see you again, stay safe and enjoy, everyone.